Hello, everyone, and welcome to One Connected Love. I'm Daniel,
I'm Christina.
and we are true twin flames in harmonious union. We're here to present you today's Twin Flame Union energy reading, and we have already pre-shuffled the deck. Today's reading will be done by the Moonology Oracle card deck by Yasmin Boland. All right, and let's go ahead and get started.
All right. So the collective, the underlying energy for the collective right now is a new romantic cycle begins. That's perfect. Today is a new moon, an eclipse. It is, in fact, a new cycle. So yeah, a new romantic cycle is beginning.
Good. And what shapes can a new romantic cycle take?
Well, a new romantic cycle can look like, a new cycle of self-love, a new cycle of realization, going deeper in your twin flame union, healing separation on a much deeper level, all kinds.
Yeah, it's really about how much attention and love that you're giving yourself. The more that you do that, the more your romance deepens with yourself and also with your twin flame.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's really good.
Yeah. All right. Well, the collective energy, the current collective energy for the twin flame union is communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Yeah. And so yeah, it's really important to build on that communication by building the communication within yourself.
Yeah. How much do you enjoy spending time in your own company? How much do you enjoy, just not having a care in the world and just being with yourself? And, I think there's this perception that talking to yourself is something that insane people do, like crazy people do. But it doesn't have to be audible, like verbal, right? It can be internal. It can be,
right.
And I'm sure everyone does this on some level where they spend time with themselves.
Right.
But yeah, spend time with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Take yourself out, treat yourself, communicate with what you need, and give that to yourself.
Yeah, and romance yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like really learn to discover who you really are. And the importance of doing that is that as you get clear on who you really are, your twin flame really moves closer to you. You become more magnetic to your twin flame because you're more clear on who they are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that feels really good.
Yeah. All right. So the current block that the divine feminine is working on is the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Wow, a lot of Gemini energy. Yeah. Yeah, and so really this week we've been focusing a lot on the divine feminine releasing external evidence and external cues as her source and going inward and speaking, getting clear on her heart, right? And the more that you choose to do that, the more your external reality is going to reflect the confidence you feel in your journey, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the more that you stay inward, the more clarity you receive about what's good for you, what feels good, and it's all about that communication.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. And so as the divine feminine moves through that energy, the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Yeah, and so she's going to find that she's a lot more powerful as she relaxes into the flow of her life, right? And just allows herself to experience her life and be present with it. She finds that she actually reclaims her power from all of these external things and can then really just move from a much more powerful and grounded place.
Yeah, your power or feeling powerful must come from an authentic place.
Mm-hmm.
And your authenticity can only be expressed from a place of acceptance, of accepting yourself. And so going inward and accepting yourself as you are, you gain the authenticity, and then therefore you can feel more powerful within yourself because you just accept yourself.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Right. And so the divine masculine collective is moving through the block that the Divine Masculine Collective is moving through is expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So how do you feel about this card?
Expect powerful change. Oh, how do I feel about this card? This past week and a half, I want to say there has been a lot, that both the divine masculine and the divine feminine are working through.
Mm-hmm.
I know specifically in my own life, I've been experiencing a lot of change, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
growth, a lot of, spiritual, upheaval, release.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the change that's coming is going to be powerful,
right, and positive,
right? And it's okay for change to happen, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, and I feel what I feel is that this is speaking to positive internal change, right? That is reflected on the outside, right? It's not so much that something's just going to come and sweep you off your feet. It's more that the work you've been doing is going to really yield change in your life.
Right, and that can also mean changes on how you perceive yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when your perception of yourself is changed for the better, new choices that creates new choices. You begin to choose differently because you understand what's good for you and you understand what feels good. And I feel like the changes are going to be changes about knowing yourself and understanding yourself.
Right, exactly. Right, and so as the Divine Masculine Collective moves through this block, moves through this energy, because I feel as a block that might just be releasing fear of change.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So as they move through that energy, the energy they're stepping into is a time for healing, balsamic moon. Yeah. I feel it's change is coming so that you can then relax much more deeply into your peace, right? The Divine Masculine is a very peaceful energy, and he thrives. Well, both polarities thrive on peace, but he really grounds and brings peace to the union.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I heard once that our spiritual teachers taught us that, the Divine Masculine is the protective outer shell, and the Divine Feminine is the gooey soft center. And both of them have their function to help each other.
Right.
One holds and one supports.
Right.
So I feel in this card, like you said, it's okay to just relax after you receive work through these blocks. It's okay to relax and ground into that.
Exactly. Yeah, and so the concluding energy for the Twin Flame Union Collective is don't let your past hold you back. South node.
To the future.
Yeah.
To the future, to the present.
Exactly. Right, and so this is about really releasing these past beliefs about yourself, any illusions that you've been holding on to, and really choosing to define yourself by who you really are inside, and not by what you've accomplished or haven't accomplished, what your life looks like, what you've done or haven't done, right? And also with your union, don't let the past hold your union back. Your union has space to grow and is constantly changing, and the truth of your union is in your heart.
Right, exactly. So holding on to the past and holding on to old patterns and the old you, that's just essentially holding on to blocks to your harmonious union.
Exactly.
It's holding on to old energy that prevents you from expanding,
right,
and prevents you from harmonizing with yourself and with your twin flame. So it's actually change is a very good and very powerful thing, and it's okay to let go of the past. The past is not what defines you.
Right.
You are always a divine being, and it's okay to just be focused on the present with yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, this reading feels very positive, especially, with all the energies going on today. So I just feel just sit back, relax, and allow life to unfold.
Yeah, get into the passenger seat, let God take the driver's seat, and just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this reading. It was very powerful, very good message. If you're interested in getting a private card reading or private twin flame coaching sessions from us, check out the links below to our website, oneconnectedlove.com. Like and subscribe this if you want more videos in the future of awesome messages like this. And as always, thank you very much for watching our video. We'll see you in the future.